You know, we're under the hood of that 66 Ford we was looking at earlier, and I'll tell you what, we seen a Nova last weekend that was all chromed out with a 6-cylinder, and you know, we're looking at a 306 on this Ford, and I'll tell you what, he's got the block all painted up pretty blue, and he's done a heck of a job underneath the hood. That's really nice looking. You gotta be commended on this.
Thank you.
You gotta be commended. It's really beautiful. Hey gang, it's Lauren from Shine Wars, and I'm here at the Coles County Fairground, and we're doing having a benefit over here for children. And you know what I always say, you know, car club people, they like going to benefits and donating their money to worthy causes, and this is a great worthy cause. And while I'm over here, you know, this is called Stacks and Packs, and we got a bunch of cars, we got a bunch of tractors, and we found a little collection of lawn tractors, and I think they're really neat. And I got Larry Hall here, who owns all of them, and Larry's going to tell us a little bit about each one of them. Larry, what can you tell me about the John Deere? They're all 1966 is all we're going to see.
Right.
Okay, so what about this John Deere?
Well, this John Deere here is really the second one that I got. The first one I got was the 65 until I got off into the 66 kick, and bought this not too far from here, about 20 miles east of here. Guy had it out in the barn, but haven't done a whole lot to this one. It's 1966. It's got a little 8-horse Kohler motor on it.
Well, see, there's a Kohler.
Pretty good shape.
It's the 110, yeah. I'll say, for sitting in the barn, looks pretty good.
Yep.
Then you got a bush hog. Now, I didn't know in 66 they made a bush hog.
Well, that's a little rarer. There was some of them around. This is one of the D47, which is this particular model here, is a little bit rarer because they had one that was a 10, the 7 being a 7-horse, and they had a 10-horse. Everybody wanted the bigger one. But found this one over by Indianapolis. I find a lot of them on the internet, various places, and it was in pretty good shape, and picked it up, brought it home. And the interesting thing about this, it's real hard to tell what year the bush hogs are because the records were destroyed in a fire.
Huh.
And getting a hold of the current bush hog company and getting some direction from them to go to the engine manufacturer, which this is a Wisconsin motor in here, and so we contacted Wisconsin, and they issued a certificate of production on the engine that's in there. The engine was made in January of 1966, so they actually sent me a certificate, and so that's about as much validation as you can get for the year of the tractor.
Well, I just noticed it had, you know, it's got the bush hog in the grill there.
Yeah, it's hard to find them with the original emblems like that in them too. Most of the guys don't have that.
Yeah, you know, when you got your Alice Chalmers over here, which everybody has to have an Alice Chalmers.
I just picked that one up not too long ago, but it's in real good shape and runs real good.
Where'd it come from?
Alice I got over by, see, where did I get that one? I got that one over close to Indianapolis as well, south of Indianapolis.
You know, I like the big headlights on these too.
Yeah.
You know, if you listen to my videos, when I talk about the old cars, I like the fat fenders and big headlights on old cars.
Well, the big thing is having the original headlights, and the John Deere back there, those aren't original John Deere headlights, but somebody put them on there real close, so I've just left them on here.
This is the one that when I first seen, you know, we was talking about, and a Pennsylvania Meteor. And tell me a little bit about it, because it's probably one of the rarer ones around, right?
Yeah, I don't find too many people around these parts that have seen one. Obviously more from out east, but they didn't make very many of them. It was a very expensive tractor when it was made, and they only made this one in 66 and about half of 67, the Meteor model, and then they switched back to a Panzer. Pennsylvania had a smaller little light blue as well, Panzer they called it. The wagon there with this thing is the original wagon that came with the tractor when it was new in 66.
And you said this had a hydrostat in it?
Yeah, and it's
so it'll be one of the first ones, really?
Yes, and it also has the rear ends on this particular tractor here is from a Dodge car. The rear end and brakes, the whole thing. I mean, it's a monster. It's heavy. And
now, what's a speed axe?
Well, that's
it looks kind of bare boned.
Yeah, that's what's called a tractor. And I don't know if you can see if I raise the hood up, but I'll show you something a little bit unique about this.
Okay.
Most tractors have a pulley system that'll tighten the belts, and this one here has just the opposite. It has one pedal that runs everything, and the motor moves to the power instead of moving the power to the motor. So,
all right.
It's kind of hard to start it because if you don't watch it, it'll run over you. So this is the only full start one I've got here.
And this here's kind of your pride and joy here, the 66?
Well, it's the only one that I really restored myself. Got it up way in the corner of northwest Wisconsin, found it. I've got a truck over here that's a 1966 Ford 100, which that's what the tractor is and why I thought I had to have it. And so tore into it, and pretty well, it's a pretty nice tractor. And the only thing that's really not stock on it is I got a little logo that I made that I put on the back of the seat there that's embroidered in there that shows up kind of neat. I've got it on the truck posts as well in the cab. But not very many of those around. There's some more of those than there are, say, the Speed X, but still the 100's a pretty rare tractor. It was only made in 1 year in 1966.
Okay, so Larry's 66 Ford F100. They call them F100s, just 100s?
F100 they call them the trucks.
Okay.
And they have like they have the 150s and the 250s nowadays. They had the 100s back then, and it was simply a half ton. I got this truck. It was really, really, really rough, and paid $500. Drove it home. Had to stop every time I shifted the gears to raise the hood and go down to the steering column to get it unbound to shift it. But my son and I tore it down to the ground, completely rebuilt it, and kept the original motor concept in it. It's got a 300 straight six in it instead of a big V8, which most everybody does when they fix up a truck. Kind of an interesting note to me, since I used to live over in Decatur, I got the last set of Firestone white walls that came out of the plant there in Decatur. Man. And so I didn't have the foresight to pick up a spare, so I've only got 4 of them.
Can we open the door so we can see inside?
Sure.
Now, ain't original seats in there, are they?
No, we've got those. I tried to get as close to 66, but those are actually out of a 65 Riviera, so they're power seats. I've added tilt column, power steering, power disc brakes, and other than that, it's pretty much as it was. Just cleaned up a little bit.
It's a good looking truck, buddy. I like it. I like it. Is that the original color or scheme, or is that just one of your ideas?
No, the color scheme is only off slightly from the original, but the turquoise green is the original color code of the truck.
Okay.
In fact, I've got a little sign here in the back of it that I haven't got up yet.
Oh, got a little carpet in bed. Okay. For a sec. We'll go over here for a second, Larry.
Sure.
We'll wrap this up.
Okay.
I'm just letting the film run for a second, or the video run. Okay, well, Larry, you know, I really do like these lawnmowers. I think they're really neat. You know, I've done a club down in Noble that does it. It's just, I seem like I'm finding out more and more people do things like this. I really enjoy it. You got a beautiful looking little Ford truck.
Well, thank you.
I thank you for your time.
Well, thank you very much.
Helping me do what I do, and that's all. You know, I'm gonna say thanks again, and just tell everybody to shine on.